India-Nepal relations have been in news with the recent visit of Pushpa Kumar Dahal, Prime Minister of Nepal. Let's look into India-Nepal relations in detail. India-Nepal relations. And in the first week of June, Prime Minister Prachanda Dahal, Pushpa Kumar Dahal, also known as Prachanda, came to India for a visit. In this visit, certain agreements were signed, MOUs were signed. Here we also need to understand what is the current situation between India and Nepal. What kind of cooperation today we are having with Nepal. This gives us an opportunity to go into the relations part of both the countries, the challenges which it is facing today. And it's very, very important under neighborhood first policy of India to know about India-Nepal relations in total, right? So firstly, let us look at the highlights of Nepal PM visit. So first thing I would talk about is the Ramayana circuit. Both the countries have agreed that Nepal would also be included in the Ramayana. So the pilgrims from Nepal can also visit all the places under Ramayana circuit. So what is Ramayana circuit also you should know is one of the 15 thematic circuits identified for development under Swadesh Darshan scheme. So there are 15 thematic circuits. Is one of that, means Ramayana circuit. So there are locations which are associated with Lord Rama and his journey to Lanka and back. So all these locations are part of Ramayana circuit. Nepal has decided to become part of this scheme. New projects were signed. These were new railway lines and ICPs inaugurated, which are integrated checkposts. Here, you do not necessarily need to remember all the important this line to that line. Not too important. At least you should know that at least railway lines are being established and integrated new checkposts are coming up. New petroleum pipeline and transmission line is now Amlekganj pipeline you must be aware of. Now, other than that, it is further being extended right now. So new petroleum pipeline and transmission line. MOUs have been signed on various transit projects, hydroelectric projects, right? All these areas. And MOUs are not the projects which are given go ahead, but currently the understanding is being built on how to go ahead. And then later on, it takes a project form. Okay. Agreement for fertilizer plant. Mutual cooperation to set up a fertilizer plant in Nepal. So India has agreed that it will work with Nepal and set up a fertilizer plant in Nepal. But I would say that the most important takeaway of this entire visit was the power trade agreement. Remember this. Even after going back, the Prime Minister of Nepal has said that this is something landmark for us. It has because India will import 10,000 megawatt of electricity from Nepal in coming 10 years. That will mean better, more revenue for Nepal. And for India also, India does not need to now too much focus on building its own projects there. In fact, India will buy the electricity at the price decided by both the countries directly from Nepal, 10,000 megawatt. And Nepal will benefit by earning money from here. Currently, these are the major highlights of the Nepal PM visit. Of course, Nepal PM is here to also improve relations. But there are various areas where from last many years, Nepal and India are working together for better cooperation. I'll go to the issues in the next slide. Right now, I'll focus on what are the area of cooperation between both the countries. Firstly, multilateral partnership. Nepal is a part of multiple, organizations which India is also part of. So SAARC, South Asia Association of Regional Cooperation, Nepal is a part of it. To a significant extent today, SAARC is defunct because of India-Pakistan relations. Second, BIMSTEC, Bay of Bengal Initiative for Multi-Sectoral Trade and Economic Cooperation. BBIN, Bhutan, Bangladesh, India and Nepal Cooperation, and NAM is Non-Aligned Movement. So these are the agencies where both the countries are part of. Of course, UN is also there, but I have not considered that. These are some other groupings. Trade and economy. Nepal is the largest trading partner of Nepal's largest trading partner is India. Means Nepal trades most with India. Okay, that is one. Provide entire transit trade, means entire transit for trade is actually provided by India. Whatever Nepal needs as an import, all by land, since Nepal is a landlocked country, the entire the connectivity is provided by India through its ports and rail and road lines. Okay. 33% of FDI in Nepal is by Indian companies. So this is the important features with respect to cooperation, area of cooperation between both India and Nepal. Connectivity. So with respect to connectivity, firstly, India has multiple integrated checkposts at the border, and mostly the border is open. Open means one can go without a passport in and out, especially the people of border areas. It is also considered, often said in news, that India-Nepal has beti roti ka rishta, which is that people from the other side come to India for earning money, and many Indian daughters are wedded in Nepal as well. Out of 3 routes of the Mansarovar, Kailash Mansarovar pilgrimage, one also goes from Nepal. Hence, it provides transit to the pilgrims to Kailash Mansarovar. Defense cooperation. Nepali citizens till now has been part of Indian Army. Many are part of it. Gorkha regiment, a bulk of which is recruited from Nepal. And there are Surya Kiran army exercises which goes between both the countries regularly. Okay, they're joint military exercises. In terms of humanitarian assistance, India acts as the first responder at the time of earthquakes and floods in Nepal and provides immediate assistance whenever required. Right. So now, what are the issues between both the countries, between India and Nepal till now? Firstly, in 2016-17, Madheshi blockade issue was prominent. That means Madheshi is actually the people living in the Terai region or the foothills of Himalaya in Nepal. They are considered to be much more closer to India. The people have much more closer identity and relate more with India. So when there was political upheaval in Nepal and a communist party came to power, to pressurize, it is said that Madheshi started blocking the trade route, which went on for a long time, which actually increased the inflation a lot in Nepal, and Nepal blames India for it. So this was one. Now this issue has been resolved, but people still have those memory in mind, right? Second, growing proximity between China and Nepal. This is one of the biggest challenge, because China is coming closer and closer to Nepal. And Nepal has joined the Belt and Road Initiative of China, which India opposes. There are connectivity plans between China and Nepal via a railway line as well. Hence, this is one of the biggest challenge currently. That is why India wants to work more closely with Nepal so that the influence of China can be reduced. One more reason that Nepal is going closer to China is the Communist Party being active in Nepali politics of late, in last 6-7 years. That has made it. So it has been mostly in power, right? Third, Kala Pani and Susta border dispute, one of the most highlighted disputes in last 3-4 years. So if you know that the Kala Pani region has India, when it republished its map in 2021, Nepal claimed that this is a wrong map and Kala Pani is a part of Nepal. Many protests happened in Nepal. Even Parliament of Nepal passed a resolution stating it. Even Susta region, which is a separate region in Nepal, also, India claims it. India says that it is our part. So there is continuous dispute going on that line, and currently discussion on the same are taking place. Weakening treaty of peace and friendship. So India, Nepal have been friends, means they've signed treaty of friendship, but still, now the problem is that because of the growing proximity of China and all these other issues have made this treaty of peace and friendship a little bit weaker. Also, the recent we had this event, which is your Agnipath scheme, right? Agnipath scheme, in that as well, the Agniveers are being recruited from India only, not from Nepal this time, whereas many Nepalis have opposed this move as well. So this is currently the whole picture of India-Nepal relation. It is very important part of your GS2 international relations, neighborhood, India and its neighbors, neighborhood first policy. Then in this, you have to understand about what are the current developments of the relation, what are the areas of cooperation, and the current challenges which we've just discussed.